Hi, my name is Alex Susha, and I am the founder of Sorcerer AI. Sorcerer AI was built to solve a very simple problem. Students today access more information than ever, but increasingly struggle with how to analyze it. In this video, I will go over why this tool exists, how it works in real time, and what it enables in a classroom context. Here's what matters most. Our objective is to significantly improve media literacy outcomes in K 12 education, not by telling students what to think, but by helping them understand how information is constructed, framed, and presented to them. According to the National Association for Media Literacy Education, media literacy is defined as the ability to access, analyze, evaluate, create, and act using all forms of communication. Simply put, media literacy is the structural mechanism that enables students to decide what they see and how they react to media. This matters now because the information landscape is more sensationalized and saturated than ever before, and students are not equipped with the tools or even the time to slow down and evaluate what they are seeing. Students consistently struggle to evaluate credibility, bias, and intent, while teachers report too many other responsibilities to effectively cover media literacy topics. Moreover, due to the differences in how teachers and students access media, current media literacy education often fails to consider the role of students' lived experiences, thus making it ineffective. Sorcerer AI was designed to address these concerns. It's a tool that slows students down and teaches them how to read critically. It aligns perfectly with political science, English, history, civics, and research instruction. Importantly, Sorcerer AI aligns with the Wisconsin DPI standards for information and technology literacy by supporting credibility evaluation, leveraging multiple viewpoints, and exploring real world problems. These skills are already expected, but difficult to scale. Sorcerer AI makes it possible, providing students with guided, real time analysis of the sources they are already reading. Now, I'll show you how this works in real time. As you can see here, Sorcerer AI is an extension tool that conveniently appears alongside the extension button of your web browser. It works on any article or pasted text, providing an extensive yet digestible analysis with just one click in real time. Sorcerer AI is designed to evoke discussion and guide evaluation, not give answers. Now, before we scan this article, Sorcerer AI is currently operating at a general college ready reading level. The tool is designed to be adaptable, and response settings can be adjusted to support middle school and high school instructional needs, allowing educators to control the depth and complexity of analysis as the platform continues to expand. So, as we scan this article, we want to emphasize the speed and accessibility. This is what a student or teacher would do in under 10 seconds upon reading a new piece of information. Our first feature shown is the summary. This is an unbiased overview of the information being discussed in the analyzed text. The summary does not replace reading an article itself. Its purpose is for baseline comprehension and ensures everyone is starting from the same understanding. Next up is our context analysis. This is where discussion usually starts. Here, we break down a piece of information examining its rhetoric, argumentation, headline framing, agenda, and connection to reputable sources. An important note about our rhetorical analysis. All information uses rhetoric in some way. Sorcerer AI does not label rhetoric as inherently good or bad. Our tool simply identifies what devices are used. For example, hyperbole is a rhetorical device frequently used across most sources. If the rhetorical devices used are clearly manipulative, our tool will identify that in its analysis. However, in more nuanced cases, our tool invites further discussion on what is disingenuous framing versus appropriate emotional appeal. Alongside rhetoric, Sorcerer AI examines the underlying argumentation to identify what argument or arguments are present and how they are supported by the author. Our headline analysis looks at how sensationalized the title is and whether or not it is accurately covered by the text. The agenda analysis takes a broader view, assessing the likely purpose of the text and what the reader is being encouraged to think, feel, or do. Finally, reputable source linking provides related, credible sources to support further research, allowing students to quickly compare perspectives and verify claims beyond a single article. Moving to the reputability rating, this feature is designed to serve as a guiding signal for classroom discussion. SourceAI adapts the widely used CRAAP framework for information analysis into our CRAPS analysis, evaluating the currency, reliability, authority, purpose, and source of a given text. Because this framework is already familiar within media literacy education, it provides a structured basis for analysis, allowing the tool to deliver clear, consistent insights at a speed that matches today's saturated media environment. Lastly, the political bias indicator examines how a piece of text is framed, identifying right leaning bias, left leaning bias, or relative neutrality. It is important to note that bias does not mean false, it simply means frame. Sorcerer AI is designed to remain neutral in its analysis, focusing especially on the presence of bias rather than simply judging extremism. For reference, when comparing this assessment to professional frameworks such as the Advanced Media Bias Chart, Sorcerer AI's evaluation aligns with established fact checking organizations. In this case, the article demonstrates a slight left leaning framing while maintaining a high level of reputability, an important distinction for students to understand. Beyond traditional news articles, Sorcerer AI also supports less standardized but more realistic of information commonly encountered by students, including PDFs, student written text, and YouTube videos. This is enabled through the Insert Text Manually feature, which allows users to analyze content from virtually any source. To use this feature, simply open the Insert Text tool, enter the title and author when available, and paste the relevant text. Because context matters, the tool performs best when sufficient surrounding information is included. For YouTube videos, we recommend pasting the video description, publication dates, and full transcript when possible. The more context provided, the more accurate and meaningful the analysis becomes. Here, you can see how Source AI analyzes a less reputable source, helping students identify potentially misleading content and encouraging deeper evaluation rather than passive consumption. In terms of classroom use cases, Source AI opens the door for a redefinition of media literacy education. Teachers can adapt the tool to their specific objectives. One lesson might ask students to compare two outlets covering the same event and analyzing how framing, bias, and reputability differ. Another might have students defend or challenge Sorcerer AI's reputability rating using evidence from the text. In writing focused courses, the context breakdown can be used as an aid for analyzing rhetoric and argument structure before students develop their own responses. Sorcerer AI is designed to function as a teaching aid, not additional tech clutter. By giving students a faster, more structured way to evaluate information, it helps classrooms shift from consuming content to proactively asking better questions.